What? At that point, I didn't know the father of my baby. I needed to know. Period. I didn't even know that I was about to enter pepper soup. Positive. Yeah, I was positive. I was confused. I couldn't even tell my friends. I told myself, if these people could say I'm pregnant, then I am pregnant. Then I need to go and look for the father of my baby. Because tell me how I got pregnant without me knowing. So hey there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you are also welcome. I go by the name Mide Jay, M to the I to the D to the E to I'm a wife, a mom, a YouTuber who resides in the United Kingdom. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you how I discovered I was pregnant without my knowledge. You know, gist with Mide Jay, if it's about to go down, it's about to go down. And it's exclusive or nothing. I'm giving you this premium gist on a platter of gold. I told my mom, I was like, this gist, I need to bring it to the ears of my YouTube subscribers. Period. If you're interested in hearing this gist, just stick with me. Hey there, welcome back. And today I'm actually heading out with my mom and I decided to do a chit chat. Long time no chit chat on this channel. Like, it's been a long time I spoke with you guys or did a sit down video like this. And you know, with Mide Jay, if I bring gist to your hearing, it's always a banger. I'm still a bit dark due to postpartum changes, but I'll definitely get there. So I won't talk about my makeup, I'll just give you the gist. So this happened about 7-8 years ago when I realized that I was pregnant without my knowledge. Like, I was literally pregnant, guys. I'm not joking. I just woke up one day. I went to do a test and they told me I was pregnant. Wonders shall never end. So I trained in a tertiary or a federal institution in Nigeria. And if you train in a tertiary institution, some tertiary institutions like mine, after graduation, they will offer you internship to work with them. And that time, you know, things were quite rough for me though, you know, money wise and all that, but the pay was not bad. And I was like, why not? Let's take it. And that time it was not even optional. You know, when something's just like a must and you want to use the opportunity to gather experience and the likes. So we jumped at it. I was very excited because that would be my first job ever. Okay. I was really excited, guys. Honestly, I was like over the moon. I would be working with the government because it was a government job, and it was not really only about that and about the experience too. I'm a registered nurse, so that's what the internship is about, to work as a nurse. So they would do a bit of orientation for us. Orientation went on, and it was time to do medicals. So by that time, me, Sakwa's already owed me. I was broke. I was broke as a church rat. So if you are a makeup girl and you are not using a liquid blush, you are sleeping. Like, you're sleeping, you're just snoring. It's just a game changer for me. You know what I mean? It just melts in and I really love it. They called us for medicals. I can remember that morning when we were going for the medicals, I told one of my friends, I was like, Omo, these medicals, oh, now wow, we didn't even know what they would be doing, what bloods they'll be taking. So when we got there anyways, they did the bloods and, you know, took our bloods and some other thing. We did x-ray, I think chest x-ray. I just got this setting powder from rrom. Is it? I see a lot of like Layefa, Dema Ume, they call it they normally call it rrom, but it's rrom. I don't know, I might be wrong. So I just got a mini setting powder because my other setting powder is just too light for me. When I use it, I look like a ghost. I've actually done this video before, but I'm redoing it because the last video I did, it was a mess. My face was looking horrible. So that's why I got this one. It's about 38 pounds thereabout, but they said this is like one of the best in the market. So that's why I got it. So we took our bloods and all that, and we left that day. That's so cute. I didn't think much of the result at that time. Anyways, they called us for the results, which we went. I and my friends, and I could remember telling one of my friends that, and I should say that they'll be writing positive on the result. And we just laughed about it, you know. We just like, ha, that was it. And when we got there, they just told us to sit down and then started giving us the results one by one. I didn't think much of it. I wasn't even expecting anything anyways. You can't believe when I got my results, we even stepped out, we were going, and I could remember that out of being inquisitive, and I was not the only one, some of my other friends also did the same. I just opened my result and I saw the result. Then you ask me, what was the result? Positive. Yeah, I was positive. I was positive. What? Remain small like this because, guys, I wanted to faint. I wanted to faint. Like, what's going on here? Someone tell me before I bring this place down now. Tell me how I got pregnant without me knowing. I forgot to use my stick. My contour stick. I hope it's not too late. So this contour stick I got from Fenty Beauty is the bomb. Honestly, guys, it's from Fenty Beauty. Normally, I should use my contour before using my setting powder, but anyway, now we. I was running mad. I was like, what's all this? What that my brother? I had a sister to lay a foundation for. You know what I mean? Like, they look up to me. My sister looks up to me. Even my mom, my dad, they respect me a lot, and they expect a lot from me to, you know, be not really a lot, but be responsible. I hold them responsibility. So what are you telling me about being pregnant? At that time, I didn't even know that I was about to enter pepper soup. I didn't even know the amount of trouble that I was in. When I now waited for the Oga now came. He now called me to the office. Hold on, let me draw my brows. Hold on, no, let me tell you what the Oga said. I'm actually thinking of doing microblading. Like, at this point of my adulthood. Guys, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I'm seeing some few people that did microblading lately, and it looks so good on them. You know that meme that says, "Mofemo guy, I want to know your boss. Call your boss for me."
I'm not gonna call anybody. Mofemo guy, your boss. I want to know a guy. Mofemo guy.
So the boss called me to the office and told me we ran the test about 2 to 3 times. We were also surprised, and you're pregnant. I said, "Sir, I cannot be pregnant. Check it way." He said they've done it over and over, like 2 to 3 times, and I'm pregnant. Mrs. Rabbit, I fainted. At that point, a lot was going through my mind. I was like, what's going on here? Like, I will bring this place down. You people are joking. I was confused. I couldn't even tell my friends. And later, when I came out, I told them what happened. They just, they looked at me. I remember talking to my friend. She looked at me. She was like, or more. I didn't even know. How will I explain I was not pregnant? But then, a part of me was like, this could be a blessing. What if I'm the second Mary? Yeah, you to think about it. What if I'm the second Mary, like the mother of Jesus? Like, what if God wants to use me? I was trying to see the positive in my situation. Like, what if? I've never been that confused in my entire life. Anyway, we left there that day, and I told myself I was going to get a second opinion. And that's what in life, sometimes you just need that second opinion. Sometimes you just don't sit down with, and that applies to everything in our life. They tell you can't do something, you just sit down there. I can't do it. What if try? What if it's that thing that will change your life? I was like, I'm gonna get a second opinion, and that's on period. Gathered money together. I went to another private hospital to get a second opinion. When I got there, I just told them I wanted the pregnancy test. It felt so weird at that point in my life, doing the pregnancy test. What am I looking for, Panda? What am I looking for? Like, I've never done a pregnancy test before. It was not really a long wait, but in my eyes, it felt so long that waiting for the result to come out. As in, you could see, if someone had touched my heart or my chest wall that day, they would have felt my palpitation. Like, I told myself, if these people could say I'm pregnant, then I am pregnant. Then I need to go and look for the father of my baby, because at that point, I didn't know the father of my baby. I needed to know. When the result came, I checked it, and it showed not pregnant. I was so confused, like, now what is going on with me? Like, honestly, somebody explain to me. So at that point, I called my friend. I was like, what am I going to do? I'm not pregnant. Like, having to explain that you're not pregnant to people around you is just the most stressful thing ever. So I walked up to the hospital again where I did the first test, and I told them I'm not pregnant. You people should check your whatever, your device or whatever. You know, this is just a mess up. So I can remember giving them the result that day, and I just walked away. I was like, you guys should go and fix this. And then there is something about the internship. If you are pregnant, they might halt your internship, and that's because they don't want you going on so long maternity leave. They are not ready to pay you for your maternity leave, you know, as an intern nurse. So they're telling me that I'm pregnant is going to jeopardize a lot of things on my end, so they needed to fix it. So I left that day. I was so devastated. I was like, I'm looking forward to my first job. I'm looking forward to working as a nurse, as a registered nurse finally, and this is happening to me. I'm not pregnant. God, I beg. God, I beg. Oh. Anyways, they called me the next, like 3 days later, and they said they reran the test and they realized that it was just a false positive. So now you ask me, how come the results were showing I was pregnant and then I wasn't? Now what is a false positive? So when it comes to pregnancy, there are different signs of pregnancy. We have the probable signs and the positive signs. There are about 3 categories, but simply let's talk about these 2. So 1 second, guys, let me do my mascara. I enjoy doing my mascara so much. If you're a makeup girl and you don't do your lower lashes, I don't know what you're doing. Like, honestly, it gives your face that volume. I learned this about 6 years ago from Tony Olaoye's page here on YouTube. She talks about makeup and all that, you know. Since then, it's stuck with me. I don't joke with lining my under eye. It gives your eyelashes a bit of extra volume and pop, if that makes sense. What I'm looking like now, I'm gonna touch my face with a bit of powder. I got this powder off a drugstore or Primark, one of those. And you know, these are one of the ones I got when I was pregnant because I needed that darker shade. I'm black and beautiful. My chain keeps dangling around. Like I said, there are probable signs of pregnancy and there are actual or positive signs of pregnancy. So when you say you missed your period, it's just a probable sign. There are 3 signs actually. I can't remember the other category. But when you say you missed your period, it's just a probable sign. It's not a positive sign of pregnancy. Even if you do a test to check if you're pregnant and it shows that there is HCG. So this hormone is responsible to hold your foetus, that's your baby, in place, to keep supplying nutrients and, you know, just keep the baby in place until the placenta takes charge in the 2nd trimester. That's the 4th, after the 3rd month of pregnancy, going to the 4th month. So when HCG is high in your blood, when you do a blood test or you do a urine test to test for pregnancy, it can say you're pregnant. So high level of HCG in your blood sometimes equals being pregnant. So that means I was not actually carrying a baby, but maybe the level of HCG in my blood was high, hence the false positive. And now the next question you ask me is, what are the things that can make or that might make HCG high in your blood? A lot of things. Hormonal imbalances, tumor, cancer, different things, stress. Anything can aggravate that HCG. You can read it up yourself, but I think that was what happened in my case. So HCG was high, but I was not actually carrying a fetus. It remains small like this. That I should go to do scan. And so when you see a baby in your womb, that is a positive sign of pregnancy. You can see there is a baby there. Fetal heartbeat is also one of the positive signs of pregnancy. We could hear a baby breathing in there. So if you don't hear these things, my dear, you might not be pregnant. You're just Jonesy. So HCG was high in my blood, but definitely there was no fetus. There was no fetal activity. Sometimes go to Poundland, you will get lovely lip gloss. This one is the Oh My Glaze Tinted Lip Oil. Can you see? It's so lovely. I love it so much. That's why when you get a test result to say you're pregnant, you need like a backup. Apart from doing the urine test, sometimes you definitely need to do a blood test, because the blood test is more accurate. And sometimes if it fails you like it failed me, then you need a scan, like an ultrasound scan, to check your uterus. Your uterus is your womb, right? Or that is my story. Whenever I think about that story, I just can't believe it, like that I went through that. That night that they told me I was pregnant, I could not sleep. If I used too much bronzer, my face looked like very terrifying, so I'm just gonna go with a bit of bronzer. How is my face looking, guys? I think I love this Laura Mercier setting spray, setting powder. So lastly, guys, to seal this whole look together, I'm going to use my setting spray. Affordable with expensive. Sometimes that is girl math. You know, you can't be using all your money, all your other money to buy perfume, to buy makeup, expensive makeup product. You'll be broke. I think it looks stunning. Yes. My sister used to tell me she would one day raid my house. I said, be my guest. Guys, I look like a fresh mango, like a mango that they just plucked from the tree. Because tell me what this finesse is all about. Tell me, my dear. Oh, I got it from, I can't remember. For you to know, it's been a while I got it. I bought it from an online vendor, and I can't remember the name of whoever, but it's such a lovely wig. I hope you enjoyed this gist. Anyways, I'm so grateful that God has brought me so far. Like, thinking about this story, that time of my life, you know, was the beginning of my struggle. I tell people, for my age, I struggled a lot, especially when it comes to relocation, when it comes to applying for visas, getting denials, which country I didn't try, America, Canada, you know, so multiple times. At that point, the money I was earning, I was using it to do a lot more for me to leave the country. That's why when I see people talk now, I'm like, you know, thinking maybe you had a few things that you have now on a platter of gold. It wasn't. You know, I'm that person, very resilient girl. I remember that me, and she's still in there. She's still in me right now. That hustling girl, that girl that wasn't relenting. That internship was just the start of my career life anyways. But you know what I'm saying? Especially for young girls, you know, girls in their early 20s, my advice to them, you know, thinking back at that version of myself, is that don't give up in life. Keep striving, keep trying. I'm not there yet. Trust me, I have a long way to go. I also have people that I look up to, but I would say I'm not where I used to be. Like, I've come a long way. To God be the glory. I've come a long way. Looking back at it now, looking at my life, God has been so good. And I made sacrifices. I tried. I struggled. I hustled. I tell people that I even collected loan to come to the UK. Yes, I took a loan. I had to work my butt out to make things together. I'm not even scared of pregnancy again. Pregnancy is scared of me. Period. I'm using this opportunity to advise myself too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you really want to see more of my videos, please, you need to subscribe. Click on that subscribe button. It's very important. Don't forget the bell-like symbol by the side of your screen. YouTube will always notify you when I post a new video. Also, share my video. Comment. If you find anything fascinating about this story, comment. I love you so much. Thank you for watching and sticking to my channel. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you in my next one. I remain your girl, your favorite girl. M to the I to the D to the E to the A. See you guys in my next one. I love you so much. Mwah. Bye, guys.